Hello everyone, this is Peter Bom from Australian Motorcycle News with an update from what happened today in the MotoGP race in Qatar on Saturday, because a lot happened. I had a fun day watching it. I actually had a really fun day because I'm not in Qatar. I'm in Asse, in my hometown, and there is the World Superbike races as well. So I've got double duties here over the daytime on the track for the World Superbike and Supersport races and so on, and then quickly back home and follow the races in Qatar and so on. So I've seen a lot of races today, but I was really happy with the spectacle we had today in Qatar on Saturday, and it makes me even more eager to check again tomorrow. So first, quick on my notes, winners of today. What were the winners of the Saturday? Well, you and me, because we had entertaining qualifying, some special results, and we had a really good sprint race. Just 11 laps, but it was a sprint, means there was a lot of spectacle, a lot of shit happened. So the winners of today, that's how you and me the watch. But for sure, the other winner for the weekend for me is Jorge Martin, because he's not been on the bike for so long, and he came to this weekend just trying the waters, and he's quite fast immediately. Finished the sprint race, which was more than can be expected after all his injuries, considering that this is basically his first couple of days on the Aprilia. It shows that he still hasn't lost any of his skills, but it also shows how really good Aprilia basically is here. He did some really good results with that. So who surprised us today is, in random order, Fabio Quartararo, by qualifying on the front row, having a really good start, hold his position into turn one, and finally was about to finish 4, but then he made a little mistake, finished. But with the Yamaha, that is quite something special. Now, where does this suddenly come from? Quite likely it comes from when we spoke to him, and his comment was, he said he's sick of changing the bike every session again, trying to search for something better. He said, I want to have the bike maybe not perfect because it's an old bike, but have it really always the same, and then I work harder to extract everything from it. And like I said yesterday in Friday's roundup, Qatar has something for everybody. It has something for the KTMs, for the Hondas. Of course it has most for the Ducatis because that's where they are, but also the Yamaha is quite a good bike here. But there were also people in trouble today. And the guy in trouble today the most is Pecco Bagnaia. Yesterday he had an unbelievable, really good day. Him and Mark were on a special level above everybody else. But today everything went wrong, and it was just him. Qualifying, I don't say he fucked up, but in a way he did. Because his first outing in qualifying was just not fast enough. That means you have to go again, and then you really have to do it. But when you really have to do it in the last 5 minutes, if somebody crashes, there's a yellow flag, you don't have a lap time. Well, in this case, he crashed. So his first lap was not fast enough, he's not a banker. Second outing he crashed, so he started from the fourth row. That's already very difficult. And then in the race, a typical Pecco Bagnaia race, nothing seemed to work. Looked a lot like the front tire pressure was wrong or something, so he had a horrible Friday, which is weird because him and Mark should have gone first and second and miles away from everybody else. But that's racing, people have good days, bad days, and surprises as well. Surprises today, I said, rookie Ogura did a really good surprise. Ferdinand Aldeguer was also good, but he's on a Ducati, and then everything is easy. What do I expect for tomorrow? Well, I expect another race. Today it was a huge spectacle, but also because all Hondas and all KTMs realized we don't have the real speed. You know what? We gamble on the soft rear tire, and everybody was wrong. Because the soft rear tire is so soft, it doesn't even make the sprint race. But it made for an entertaining race because Vinales, for the first time in his life, had a good start, started battling with people. Acosta was battling, overtaking people. Zarco was up there, but then the soft tire dropped and everybody went backwards, and we saw a lot of overtaking. So it was good for the racing, but tomorrow everybody will be on the same tires. Now, a conservation race is something special because it means you have to fight for your position, but don't wear your rear tire, because 22 laps is, even for the medium tire, a very long time to do the race. So expect a race with a little bit like Phillip Island, speaking of Australia, where everybody knows careful for your tires. So the leader, make sure he leads, but controls the pace, don't go too fast. Means a whole bunch of riders will gather up behind him, overtaking each other, making it entertaining Moto3 style. But then in the last 5 laps, they put the hammer down and we see who really has something. And I said the word Moto3, that's another reason to watch the MotoGP races tomorrow, because Joel Kelso, Australia, is on the front row. He's been a good surprise this year for a couple of times. So far he didn't always make it up, but he has a really good speed by himself. So let's hope and pray that tomorrow in a Moto3 race Joel Kelso can put the thing on the top box, because that's his plan, and I think he has the capacity to do that. The other Australian rider, Senna Aegis, not in a really great position, but his teammate is on pole, so his team knows how to help him. and he has done some more surprises. He's still very young in the championship, so he can still make another step for the next time. So don't miss out tomorrow's main race. I'm not going to miss it. Greeting from Holland. Ciao.